Dhyana Shloka. So, where were we last time?
Ayusha Shuktam.
Right.
Ayusha Shuktam, we had completed 4 rigs.
Good. So again, I was tired today also, but I didn't want to miss because we have already cancelled so many classes. So pardon me if I keep yawning and because again today also I'm up since 2:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna, at the end of the class, would you mind? I do not want to waste our others if they already know. Can you please, just describe what you are doing, how you are?
Oh
doing?
yes,
Just,
yes.
I want.
More than
Thank
happy
you,
to
Anna.
do that. Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
We have so far saved about 16 lives.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And some people from our own satsangam, their parents are recovering or recovered already. So a couple of people were critically hospitalized. They have been recovered. So I'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Good.
you.
So let's start with the rigs. Can each one of you chant one? It's Anand Krishnan, right? என்ன வீடியோ போட்டுக்கல சார் என்ன இவ்வளவு வெக்கப்படுறேன் ஆமா as such I have not seen you for a long time, all of you. Good. So Ravi, Anand, Mani, then Harish, and then Vishwa. Sequence clear?
Yeah.
Ravi, Anand, Mani.
I might not.
Sure. Okay. Then you listen in.
Yeah.
Then Ravi, Anand, Harish, and Vishwa.
Okay.
In the same cycle. After Vishwa, again back to Ravi.
Okay.
Right? And Ravi, remember boot camp. That way, style of chanting.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
choppy. Huh? Okay, wait. Harish has gotten up.
Anna, 4 rigs only we went. So we'll chant only once and then.
Yes, that is fine. Even if it has to be repeated, just do it. Because in case you make some small mistake in the first time, you have a second chance to fix it.
Okay.
Go for it. Om.
Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujja Ara Pranekshira Kruttivasa Apinaki Ishano.
No, one, Rick. One.
Oh.
Next one, Anand. Ishano
Devasana Ayur Dadadu Tasmai Jihomi Havishagradena
Vibrajamana sarirasya madhyat rojamano karma ruchirya agat
Samrityupashanama
all of you out of touch, out of practice. Seri. Ravi, you want to try that?
Samrityupashana panutya korani ayusheno krutamattu devaha.
அடுத்தது Anand. First one.
Brahmajodir Brahmapatni Shugarbam Yama Dadat Guru Rupam Jayantam
Suvarna Rambhagrahamarkamarcham Tamayushe Vardhayamo Krutena.
Okay, of all the people, Harish is sounding the best today. Still, there are lots of mistakes. So it shows none of you have practiced, none of you have watched the video. So we are back to square one.
I'm practicing, but obviously I'm practicing it wrong. So
no, I can see that there is practice. The way you are chanting, I told you that, but there are mistakes also.
Yeah.
Not big one, some. So let's go back to basics. Chant in a nice rhythmic way. Don't chant in a choppy way, right? So, Yo Brahma Brahmana, all Udata. Yo Brahma Brahmana. Then, Ujjahara, Swarita. Ujja, Ja, Swarita, Udata. Hara, Ha, Anudata. Ra, Udata. Ujjahara. Very easy. What you guys are doing is you guys get tense. You guys get very tensed up when you are asked to chant. That is why you're making mistakes. So go into a nice rhythm. If you start reading, then again you're back to choppy ways of chanting. Because I'm now reading Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujja Hara Prane Shirakriti Vasa. It'll go like that. Instead, you hear the sound and see whether the swara is going down or up. Right? So you said Jayantam, right, Anand? That is the Rick you said, right? You finished with Jayantam. Can you just look at Jayantam and chant properly?
Jayantam.
Then you see how he's chanting now versus how he chanted when he was asked to chant. So first of all, relax and chant. If you get too conscious and then you start reading, then it doesn't work. Practice is the time when you look at the book. Otherwise, it should be coming natural. Right? So again, Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujjahara Pranay Shirakriti Vasa Pinaki. Right? Go for it.
Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujjahara
Ujjahara Ujja. No. As soon as I start means you made a mistake. So immediately stop. So because I'm stopping you at the point where you're making a big mistake. So if you don't stop and you continue, then I'm waiting and you forgot, I forgot. As soon as I interrupt, just stop. So Ujjahara. Ra is Udata. It has to come back up. Ujjahara. Correct. Very easy, no? Ujjahara. So then again you go down. Pranaish. Shirah. Kritivasa. Pinaki. P short, na dirgham, ki dirgham. சரியா சொல்லிட்டு தப்பா பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்புறம். Pina 1 to 2. Pina. Correct? So na and ki will sound same except the swara difference. Whereas P and na will be 1:2. Pina. Don't you hear that 1:2?
Yep.
That is what you need to pay attention. Huh?
Na is Anudata, ki is
No, swara is different. Matra is important. No, 1:2 is matra.
Na. Okay.
Pina. Whereas na ki is equal. Only the swara is different. Na ki. Same matra, different swaras. Whereas Pina is P is 1 matra, na is 2 matra, P is Udata, na is Anudata. Pina. Got it? Correct. So those things you have to pay attention. Otherwise, it won't come properly. So again, Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujjahara Pranesh Shirakriti Vasa Pinaki.
Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujjahara.
Sounds much better. Same way. Ishano Devasana. Devaha will become Devas. All of those things you have to pay attention. Ishano Devasana Ayur the Udata. Ayur the Dhatu. Both Anudata, but Dhatu matras, tu 1 matra. Dhatu. Got it? So, Ishano Devasana Ayur the Dhatu, the Udata. So, you cannot take da Anudata, dha Udata, and you cannot create a mess there. Ishano Devasana Ayur the Dhatu. After you do the Dhatu, Tasmai, back to Udata. Tasmai juhomi, all Udata. So you cannot go up and down. Tasmai juhomi, all those things are not allowed. Tasmai juhomi havi, all Udata. Right? In this, Tasmai, my is Dirgam. Tas, ta is all one individual. My Dirgam. So that's why my is taking two times the effort of ta. Same way, juhomi, jumi, one. Ho to juhomi. Got it? So other catch those nuances. Tasmai juhomi havisha, sha soft, havisha, clean hit, Swarita. If you're going to keep doing havisha gritena, it will not be Vedam. You have to hit the Swarita hard. You have to go Anudata cleanly down. Then gr, akshara important. Gr, tena. Only te goes now as backup Udata. Correct? So, Ishano devasana ayurdadhatu tasmai juhomi havishaghritena.
Ishano devasanayu tasmai juhomi.
See, if I give so much explanation, everybody gets it. So, Harish, we will have to convert this into a lecture come teaching class.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience.
Uh,
I'm not the brightest here.
yeah. No, it's actually the reason I don't give into so much of explanation is then you will not catch the essence of the Vedam. It will be too much of talking.
I do understand it is so important, every
Yeah.
letter and word.
But I'm trying to give you the explanation here what to look for when you are hearing or when you are reading or even learning or practicing, where to do what. That is important. Instead of this, if you are trying to pick for the first time, because if you're reading, you're picking up every time first time. But if you keep practicing it, right, you just try now. We will put that also to test today. Right? Just each one, we will spend 5 minutes in the class. It's worth it. Huh? Don't worry about anything else. Forget Ayush Suktam, forget everything else, forget Vedam, everything. All what I lecture. Whatever I told you about Ishano Devasana Dadatu, see in 5 minutes if you're able to memorize it, or if it helps you move faster instead of reading. Make an attempt, sincerely. Just practice mentally. We'll be in a silent mode. If you want, I'll keep chanting it slightly, slowly, one by one. You just keep listening, and then you come to the point whether you can memorize it or not. And you see familiarity, how it helps you in not being able to compel to read or go swaram by swaram and aksharam by aksharam. You'll get familiar, and that makes a lot of difference. Try that. We will time it. Now it is about 9:21, right? Up to 9:25, 4 minutes. Only one Rick. So don't worry about the rest of the world. The world will keep spinning. Yeah. Only goal is to memorize it with the swaras. Ishano devasana ayurdadhatu tasmai juhomi havisha ghritena. 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 Got it? Correct. Whoever is ready can go for it.
ईशानो देवस्सन आयुर्दधातु तस्मै जुगोमि अविशाग्रतेन.
See, don't take offense, Mani. I'm complimenting you. I'm not insulting you. If Mani can do it in 4 minutes, anybody can do it.
ईशानो देवस्सन आयुर्दधातु तस्मै जुहोमि हविषा घृतेन.
Each one comment on the chanting. Mani's chanting, Harish chanting. Do you see the difference? And the reason I'm telling about Mani is his DNA problem is words. Even him went smooth in first attempt. There was a minor mistake, but who cares? Mani புரிஞ்சுதா உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்றேன்னு?
புரிஞ்சுதண்ணா.
Now you are not under the stress of reading. Is it Gritena, Gru, Swaram and Matra and so many things floating around. You just kept listening to what I said. And in 3 minutes, actually we didn't even go the full 4 minutes. It was just 2 minutes and you were ready. And the reason I was comfortable with you going first is I was hearing you practicing. I knew you already got it. Who next?
ईशानो देवस्सन आयुर्दधातु तस्मै जुहोमि अविशाग्रतेन.
Anybody wants to comment? Even the choppy Ravi is going smooth. Did you see that? Then you decide what you want to do. Either for 2 years, each one of you can get stuck onto your problems, or you can say, okay, here is how I'm going to come out of that and start chanting. Yeah, Anand, you want to chant?
Yeah, sure. ईशानो देवस्सन आयुर्दधातु तस्मै जिहोमि हविषा कृतेन.
See? Am I blowing it up or exaggerating, or is it a fact? 4 out of 4. And I'm sure Vishwa is going to hit the ball out of the park.
ईशानो देवस्सन आयुर्दधातु तस्मै जुहोमि हविषाग्रतेन.
You see, intentionally I kept talking so that he loses the track or connectivity between the previous person and the next person. Still he chanted. What more evidence you want? So please listen to the audio over and over again. As I said, even the 3 weeks you could have picked up 1 rig per week. In 2 minutes, if you can master 1 rig, in 1 week you can chant at full speed. So it's only the amount of effort that you commit. Don't think that you're so busy you cannot. You want to take a break, say, I'm going to take a break in learning Veda or chanting Veda. That will give me peace of mind.
So my issue is, especially when I'm not working, or when I'm just keep listening to in a repeat mode. I do get all the things that you say, but my problem is, as soon as I look at the book, I keep doing the same mistake. I just
don't look at the book. I proved that you don't need to look at the book right now.
But the words, yeah.
No, words come automatically only by practice. I can tell you simple one thing. What you learn at a younger age is going to remain forever.
Yeah.
We all say that we are losing our memory, etc. It is not the fact. It is the amount of effort we put in focused. Okay, so I'll be very honest with you. There are some things which I have not chanted for many years because there was no opportunity. Right? For many years I have not chanted because there's no reason, rhyme or reason, no person, company or forcing me to chant it. I thought I forgot. Because I always have that feeling my focus is never on the spot. I'm always distracted with 1,000 things. And if you see, even in live chanting also, I'll keep my iPad in front of me because I don't want to make mistakes. I would rather chant well. But
Exactly.
that book is only there as a sort of a safety.
Right. That my safety becomes the primary. That is.
No, you have to get away from that. And that comes only by what you did just now. I've already demonstrated to you.
Yeah, I'll try again.
Yeah, and don't because each of those action takes time. When you read, no, your eyes are occupied in reading. Yeah, it is ra, it is ka or pa, ra, va or whatever it is, and it processes back. Then it gives the direction to the mouth to say, okay, you do produce this kind of a sound. Then it comes back to the ear, and then you know I messed up or I did well. It's a long process. That's why it's slowed down. Whereas each one of us is geared up to listen something and reproduce right from childhood. I have a friend whose house I was there for Shubham. The child is hardly about 5 years old. When we were all having lunch, whatever the adults were talking, right, every word every sentence he was repeating. Verbatim. Same tone, same style, accent. So we have inherently that capability that we have to trust. So can you follow this mechanism now? It's not a small rick, right? It is reasonably a longer rick, not a short one. And you were all able to remember. And if you notice one thing, all of you after saying the dhatu, you took a pause. You all notice that, and that comes naturally. Whereas when you read, you don't know where to start, where to pause, and where to combine what. By the time you finish the dhatu, I'm too late for tasmai, so you start rushing. You do all that mistake, unforced errors. So take it easy and relax and chant in a nice way. It's very easy. Okay, good. So Vibhrajamana sarirasya madhyadrochamano madhyadrochama anudata. No, again, consciously to come up. Dharmaruchirya agat agat. Right? Do you want to give it the same technique one more shot? We'll allocate 3 minutes instead of 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Ready?
Can you tell more?
Okay, I'll start now. Vibhrajamanas sarirasya madhyadrochamano dharmaruchirya agat. 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 Ready? Vishwa first.
विभ्राजमानः शरीरस्य
Madhyadrochama.
मानो कर्मरुचर्य आगात्.
See the difference? He didn't even look at the book. Harish.
Vibhrajamana sarirasya madhya.
Drocha.
Vibhrajamana sarirasya madhya drochamano dharmaruchirya agat.
Anand, you want any more proof?
Sure, and I
You
just
see the difference?
yeah.
Why would you struggle for 1.5 years? Go for it. Next. Anand. Oh.
Vibhrajamana sarirasya madhyadrochamano karmarushirya agat.
Harish is nodding his head. Oh, it is that easy, man. Why am I being criticized in every class? Ravi.
Vibrajamana sarirasya madhyadrochamano karma ruchirya agat.
Mani.
विभ्राजमान शरीरस्य मध्य
Yadrochamano Garmaruchirya Agat.
Far, far better. How do you want to learn? You want to learn 3 minutes for each rek? But then, as we go forward, you cannot forget what you learned. Fair enough. It's not very difficult here. So don't. You're all putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. And I'm trying different methods to break it out. But there is a tendency to go back to that pressure zone, which is not worth it. It's not required. Nobody's going to judge. And as I said, we are not in competition with Vaidikas. Yes, I know all the basics. Vedam cannot be chanted with mistakes. You should not chant it, blah, blah. I know all this stuff. But unless you try to chant and be prepared to say, okay, I will make mistakes, I will get corrected, but then I have to learn it and I will definitely get it. It's like just learning cycling or swimming or driving the car. If you come to the US and say, no, I'm not able to learn car driving, then you just have to go back. No other option. Unless you live in the city, right? So it is possible. Just relax and chant. So, Samratyapasanapanadya Ghoranihayusheno. Same technique. Oh, the last aksharam is back to Udata. Right? So, Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha. So, Samratyu Pashana Panadya Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha. Samratyupashana Panudya Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha. Samratyupashana Panudya Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha. Samratyupashana Panudya Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha. Anybody ready?
I can try.
Yeah, try.
Samrutyupashana panudya ghora nihayusheno ghृतमत्tu devaha.
There you go. You know why you fumbled, even to the extent you fumbled? Lack of confidence. You don't believe yourself.
That is my
You
other
cannot deliver. Now you must say, yeah, I did 2 rigs properly. Maybe this is the way I have to learn and practice, and I can do it. If anybody can do it, I can do it. That arrogance has to be there. Overconfidence is different, right? Overconfidence means you don't listen. Your hearing is shut. Here you're not shut off your ears. You're listening. You're applying what you're learning. You're implementing it. So then you should not be worried. You must have confidence in the process and do it. Anand?
Samrutyupashanapanadya Ghoranihayusheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha.
Perfect. One letter was wrong, but it is okay. That's fine. That's fine, no. But at least you got the swaras and matras gist of it, right? And when you know that you made a mistake, something was there. And now you also know that you're making a mistake. Previously, you were not, none of you were having the clue of what mistake you're making. Now at least you know what mistake you made. So you can open up your eyes and say, okay, that is the correct word and I chanted it wrong. It's not a big deal. Ravi?
Samrutyupashana Panudya Gorani Ayosheno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha.
You need any more proof? Ravi is all smiles today. Oh man, finally I cracked it. I thought I could never chant without looking at the book. Mani?
Samrutyupasana Panudya Gorani Ayuseno Ghृतमत्tu Devaha.
Fantastic. Now, Manikandan, you still want to miss classes because you don't know how to learn Vedas?
No, not really. Last class I couldn't really come. I was in
No,
office.
but you see what you are achieving by just that focus and dedication.
Kandipa.
There is no reason for you to be lectured so much. And that lecture you're getting only because of that lack of confidence. No, I don't care. I don't want to go into the detail. Who caused that lack of confidence, etc. That is history. Now, same thing, Ravi, for you also. Throw that tentativeness. It's not that difficult at all. Right? Shiva? Sorry, Vishwa.
समृत्युपाषाणपनुद्य घोरानि हायुषेनो घृतमत्तु देवः
Matras, everything is falling in place. Next. Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yama Dadhat Garbham Yama Dadhat Pururusham Jajantam Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yama Dadhat Pururupam Jajantam Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu. Nothing goes down or up. Flat Udata. Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yama Dadhat Pururupam Jajantam Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yama Dadhat Pururupam Jajantam Brahmajyotir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yama Dadhat Pururupam Jajantam. Who's ready?
நான் ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
Good. Go for it.
ब्रह्मज्योतिर्ब्रह्मपत्नीषु गर्भं व्यमाददात् पुरुरूपं जयन्तम्.
Fantastic. You in fact improved a few points. The clarity of chanting.
Thanks.
But it means you're now internalizing the inputs. You're receiving it, and then you're processing it, and then you're trying to reproduce. And now you're removed the fear and inhibition. It comes out much better, right? Who next?
Brahma Jyotir Brahma Pratnisu Garbham Yama Dadat Pururupam Jayantam.
Much better. ஒரே ஒரு correction மாத்திரம் பண்ணுங்க. Anudata, you are not giving enough.
Okay.
For example, just we'll focus on Anudata. Repeat exactly after me. Garbham Yama Dadhat.
Garbham Yama Dadat.
Yama. So Garbham. Correct. So after Patnishu. Did you drop off? I think he dropped off. Is that back?
I lost my net. I came back just.
Yeah. So just repeat after me only whatever I'm saying. Patnishu. Garbham. Patnishu Garbham. திருப்பி மேல கொண்டு போறேன். Garbham. Correct. Don't take the bum up.
Okay.
Second time was right. Garbham. Yama. Garbham Yama. Dadhat. அவ்வளோதான். Garbham Yama Dadhat.
yama dadat
மா மேல போயிட்டு மா கீழே இருக்கணும். கர்ப்பம் யமா ததாத்
garbham yama
யமா
dadat
யமா அடியில அனுதாத்தா யூ ஆர் டூயிங் யமா மேல போகக்கூடாது. கர்ப்பம் யமா
garbham yama
கரெக்ட்
dadat.
கரெக்ட் நவ் யூ காட் இட்.
Sure, I'll
அது 2-3 தடவை பண்ணுங்க.
sure.
And then you start from Patnishu. Then Garbham Yama Dadhat. That's easy. Pururuttam Jayantam.
Sure.
Next, Anand or Ravi or Harish, whoever is ready.
Yote brahma patnisho garbham yama dadat pururupam
Jayantam.
dayantam.
See, you saw how you held the Patnishu? That is a rich shit to pay. Next, Anand or Ravi, Harish, whoever.
I'll go now. Brahmajodir Brahmapatnishu Garbham Yamadatat Pururupam Jayantam.
I don't need to comment. I said I don't need to comment.
Thank you.
Brahma Jyotir Brahma Patnishu Garbham Yamadadhat Purarupam Jayantam
Pururupam Jayantam.
Pururupam Jayantam.
You have already made far progress in one class than what we made in 3 classes. Huh? It looked like a bad idea, no? How can we spend 5 minutes in each rig? We are not collectively yelling and chanting something that nobody understands who is chanting. Individually also we are got the confidence to chant. Right?
No, this is working much better.
Yeah, each one of you is now confident to chant individually. You're not hiding behind somebody. I cannot take any other method to prove it's all about self-confidence and practice. And you're talking a full rig without looking at the book, you're chanting. So it's not that difficult. Okay. Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Marchyam tamajushe. She. Marchyam tamajushe. Vardhayamo ghritena. Vardhayamo ghritena. Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Marchyam tamajushe. Vardhayamo ghritena. Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Marchyam tamajushe. Vardhayamo ghritena. Some more time I have to practice, or anybody ready?
A little more time now.
Okay.
More time.
Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Marchyam tamayushe. Vardhayamo ghritena. Suvarnarambhagrahamarka. Marchyam tamayushe. Vardhayamo ghritena.
நான் ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
Okay.
सुवर्णरम्भग्रहमर्क मध्यं तमाशुषे वर्गयामो घृतेन.
2 letter mistake. Letter mistake.
Oh,
Otherwise, Swaram, Matra, everything was good.
Suvarnarambhagrahamarka Marchyam Tamayushe Vardhayamo Krutena.
And you thought only Advik chants better, is it?
Yeah.
Huh? This is the father-son complex. Tell him you also can chant better than him. Don't compare at all. That was another problem you had, Harish.
No,
Each one is on his own speed. Today he messed up big time.
oh really?
Yeah, big time. Struggling. It could be for several reasons. He had a Bhagavad Gita competition. He was anxious to get there,
Oh
do
my
that.
God, I don't know, Anna. That is honestly next year I'm not doing. I'll tell him not to do this.
Yeah.
It's
So
many. I mean, sorry to take others' time. So many kids in the Bal Vihar. It is so much pressure on these kids. It is just.
there is no reason. See, one thing, teach the kids. If the competition helps you, follow competition. If it doesn't help you, if you put stress, just get out of that stress. I haven't learned Bhagavad Gita full. I know bits and pieces. My life has not been impacted. Essence of it, I know. Do I need to chant by heart Bhagavad Gita and tell everybody, or do I need to have a full knowledge to take a class? I don't need to. I am already doing so many other things.
Yeah, last 5 days has been like since last Sunday.
No,
It's been-
pressure is not good for the kid. I can guarantee you. It will destroy the kid. Anybody else?
I will try.
Hmm.
No, go ahead.
Anand, go ahead.
If you do Lucknowi Giri, then money will go. Pehle up, and then money will say, okay, good, I will go. He was ready with the unmuting the mic.
I'll go now.
Yeah.
Suvarnarambagrahamarshamatyamayushe vardayamo grudena.
Yeah. You got distracted with the discussion, otherwise you were ready. Okay.
Suvarnarambagrahamarkamacham tamayoshe vardayamo krutena.
Man, you come to my house, one more boot camp. I will finish all these suktams in one day. What? Ravi, wasting your time and effort and life. Huh? What happened to your choppy chanting? Trying to put that exact frequency of the swarams. Now, if you forget it and you go back to the choppy chanting, then I will throw you out of the class. You see how naturally you're now getting it. You're not too conscious of reading and going up and down, whatever imaginations you do in your head. Yeah, those are all tools to learn. But at the end of the day, you just need to do the right akshara, matra, and swara. That's the crux of it. If you heard Harish's chanting, I don't know whether you observed it. Harish, can you chant one more time? I want all of you to pick up the beauty of what he did, especially in this Rik.
Suvarnarambagrahamarkamarcham.
Now he messed up again. First time was spot on. Can anybody guess what I was looking for? இல்ல அதுக்கு முன்னாடி Suvarnarambha. You said bha the first time. Crystal clear.
Suvarnarambhagraha.
You see how easy it is coming now? Bha, bha, bha. Illa, udata da illa, but it is bha, bha for Bhavani.
Okay.
Not Ramba. It is Rambha. But he is now paying attention to all those nuances also. He is picking it up. Who else wants to go? Mani?
Suvarnarambagrahamarkamarchyam tamayuse vardayamo grutena.
இப்போ நீங்க திருப்பி கொஞ்சமா பழைய ஸ்டைலுக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்கு. Don't try to combine everything in one go. Just take it into 3 parts.
Sure.
Suvarnarambhagraha marka. You forgot that.
I thought I'll try it.
Suvarnarambhagraha marka. Then go. Graha Marka.
Suvarnarambha
Suvarna. Slow, each and every akshara. No need to rush. Suvarna Rambha Graha Marka.
Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
No, Marka the Mada Sarita. Suvarna Rambha Graha Marka.
Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
வண்டி இப்ப நின்றுடுத்து மாட்டின்னு இருக்கு அப்படியே நட்ட நட ரோட்ல மாட்டின்னு இட்ஸ் கா இஸ் கோயிங் அஸ் சரிதா மாத சரிதா சுவர்ணரம்ப கிரக
Suvarnarambhagraha.
கிரக இல்ல சுவர்ணரம்ப கிரக பக்ரஹ
Suvarnarambhagraha.
அவ்வளவுதான் கொஞ்சம் காது கேட்டெல்லாம் ஃபிக்ஸ் ஆயிடுறது மர்க்க
Marka.
இல்ல மர்க்க வேண்டாம் அடிங்கணும் மர்க்க
Marka.
கரெக்ட்
Marka.
Correct. So again combine. Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
திருப்பி back to square one படுத்து. Suvarnarambhagraha
Suvarnarambhagraha
Marka.
Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
இல்ல Suvarnarambhagraha
Suvarnarambhagraha.
Graha
Graha.
not Graha. Okay, so force கொடுக்காது. Suvarnarambhagraha
Suvarnarambhagraha.
Super Marka.
Marka.
மார்க்க எதுக்கு அப்படி அடிச்சு போட்ட மாதிரி எதுக்கு சொல்லல அடிக்கணும்னா மார்க்க
Marka.
கரெக்ட் now combine both சுவர்ணரம்பக்ரஹ மார்க்க
Suvarnarambhagraha Marka.
சரி யூடியூப் பார்த்து பாருங்க yeah anybody else everybody chanted right good so Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalamambi Kam Gam Sashtim Cha Team Cha Team Cha Udata both Yavindra Sene et Yudahu Jayantam Yudahu. See the pattern? So, Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalamambi Kam Gam Sashtim Cha Yamindra Sene et Yudahu. Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalamambi Kam Gam Sashtim Cha Yamindra Sene et Yudahu. Anybody ready?
Sure. Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalamambikam Kam Shashtim Cha Yamindra Shene Et Yudahu.
95%. Anybody can say where you lost? 5%?
Yamindra.
Correct. Got it. So see, your own ability is drastically improved now. And I wanted to break that monopoly. Come batch 3, I have to lecture so much. I wanted to break that because that itself is putting you down. Constantly he's giving some correction, some feedback. I don't think I'll be able to learn. All those doubts should be put to rest. Who's ready next?
I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalamambi Kam Gam Shashtim Cha Yamindra
Yamindra Lala Yamindra
Sene Etyutahu.
Now, do you measure with any scale, matras? or vernier calipers, micrometer, right? It is just coming naturally. That is where each one of you were struggling, to over engineering or over emphasis on that. First listen in, observe. Anybody else?
நான் ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
Okay.
श्रियं लक्ष्मीं मौबलामम्बिकां घां षष्ठीं च यामिन्द्रसेनेत्युधाहुः.
Everybody smiling. Because when you chant it, others also feel, oh, it is that easy, man. Good. Ravi or Mani, who is ready next?
Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalambi Kam Gam Sastim Cha Yamindra Sene Tyudahu.
80%. Now it is narrowed down to proper Anudata Swara.
Yep.
Rest you are picking it up. How to go drop for Anudata is what we need to fix. We'll fix it. But now you are not struggling by getting confused with the reading of the aksharas. You are getting the word itself cleanly. Nice. And anyway, no more concessions for you, Mani. I'm not going to tell people, normally you struggle to the words and anyway, no more concession. You got your method how to fix it. That's practice. Ravi.
Shriyam Lakshmi Maubalam Mambikam Kam Sastim Cha Yamindra Sene Yavudahu.
That's fine. How do you feel? Easy? Easy? So maybe we will finish Ayushta Suktam like this. Super. And you see the matra concept also. Each one of you is now taking the time. Maubalamambi kam gam. You remember that? Maubalamambi kam gam sashtim. Even most of you said sashtim cha, team cha, team cha. Everything was good. Good. Tam vidyam brahmayonigam sa. We can grab up to sa. Tam vidyam brahmayonigam sa. Rupamihayushe. Rupamihayushe. Tarpayamo gratena. Tam vidyam brahmayonigam sa. Rupamihayushe. Tarpayamo gratena. Tam vidyam brahmayonigam sa. Rupamihayushe. Tarpayamo gratena. Ready? Tam vidyam brahmayonigam sa. Rupamihayushe. Tarpayamo gratena.
I'll try now.
Tendency பார்க்கறதுக்கு try பண்ணாதுங்க. That is where you are going back to the original issues.
Tam vidyam brahmayonihimscha rupamihayushe tarpayamo grudena.
Will you be able to continue like this in the next class after a week? That is the next step.
Yeah, sure.
So the clue to that is you hear, you observe, you are able to reproduce. It is not a competency issue. It is a process issue. But if you now give a gap of 1 week, you come sit again in the next class and open the book, you're going to be back to square one. So catch up on this, and every day, whatever you have learned, try to practice it. You'll see the difference. Just all of you commit at least this week, regardless of your work pressure. Commit that half an hour, and say, if not, I'm not able to learn the entire suktam. At least 2 rigs or 3 rigs, I will master it. And you see the difference when you come back in the next class. Next, who's next?
Might try pardon again.
Okay.
Tam vidyam brahma yonigum sarupami hayushe tarpayamo krutena.
Super.
तां विद्यां ब्रह्मयोनिहुंस रूपामिहायुषे तर्पयामो कृतेन.
Super.
तां विद्यां ब्रह्मयोनिगुं स रूपामिहायुषे तर्पयामो घृतेन.
எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்க உதாத்த ஆக்கிட்டேன். இப்போ கொஞ்சம் ஸ்வரா இது பண்ணணும். See, try to go to the bass, na. I will give you one other tip, Mani. You say, you know where to start. You're not starting low or high, correct?
Yep.
Now you go, go further bass. தொண்டையிலேருந்து வரணும். Further down.
Okay.
Imagine you're imitating Amitabh Bachchan.
I'll work on it.
வரும் அது. Ravi. Ravi looks like that person who is attending or getting into the examination hall. Even after calling his name out, let me do that last minute revision and then I'll unmute it. Yeah.
Tam vidyam brahma yonigum sa रूपामिहायुषे तर्पयामो कृतेन.
This was with some mistakes, but the attempt is too good. Dakshayanyas. Yanyaha will become Yanyas. Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas. Same pattern, right? Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas. Yonyas sahasrasho. Yonyas sahasrasho. Vishwarupa virupaha. Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas. Yonyas sahasrasho. Vishwarupa virupaha. Dakshayanyas sarvayonyascha yasmindrasedet yudahuhu.
No, Anna. Sahasrasho Vishwarupa. Anna, can you please repeat it, Anna, one more time?
Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas. Yonyas sahasrasho. Vishwarupa virupaha. Whoever is ready can start.
दाक्षायण्यः सर्वयोन्यस्य योन्यः सहस्रशो विश्वरूपा विरूपाः.
Correct. Only difference is sarvayonyasa, not sya. Minor corrections, but those things can be fixed. Next.
Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas Yonyasahasrasho Vishwarupa Virupaha.
95%, 96%.
Rakshayanya sarvarupasya. Sorry.
Let's practice some more. Next day, Vishwa, Mani.
ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
Now, this is the span of concentration for Vishwa. He says, I've reached my outer limit.
Kind of true, I guess. Okay. Dakshayanyas
Sarvayonyas.
Dakshayanyas sarvayonyas Yonyas sahasrasho
Sahasrasho. Yonyas sahasrasho.
Okay. Yonyas sahasrasho Vishvarupa Virupa.
Paha. Visarga irukku.
Okay. Vishvarupa Virupa.
You can't afford to mess up this particular Rick. Tell me why.
அவரோட பேரு
There you go. Varga, everybody is awake in this class. Correct படிக்கிறார் Varga. Ravi.
Rakshayanya sarvayonasya Yonyasahasrasho Vishwarupa Virupa.
I can sense now everybody is reaching their concentration span end. So time to stop the class. But I think we covered a lot. Go back, play the YouTube, see where you missed, where you did well, and what you need to correct. It'll make a huge difference. But if you don't, you will be back at the same square next week. But if you do practice, I guarantee you, you will be chanting all these 5 or 6 by heart without a mistake. Great. At least we figured out something better after so many classes. Huh? Bye. Take care. Have a nice weekend. Yeah, you wanted to know about what I was doing, right? So